You hear that? It's like baby, baby.
I hear you.
Zion.
What up?
Hey, little bro. I already knew I was gonna do this, boy. But you had one, bro. You got one.
That's love right there.
Real, but everybody go through rainy nights. The world gonna feel this one, little bro. You hear that?
Rainy nights go.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Purpose Over Pain podcast. We are happy to be in the building with you this morning. I just want to tell each and every one of you, man, we appreciate you all for liking and subscribing and sharing, telling your friends, telling everybody you come in contact with. We thank God for this podcast, for we believing in God, this podcast is going to go around the nation. But I'm excited. I got my friend, my homie, my partner I've been knowing since we were little boys in the building. We got Joe Chappelle in the building. Y'all put y'all hands together. What's up, family? What's up, Joe? How you doing, man?
What's happening?
Hey, man, good having you in the building, man. Thank you for coming to sit down all the way from the ATL.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. By way of Jesse Street.
By way of Jesse Street, no doubt, man. Thank you, man. You looking good. You looking good. Been working out, man. What you doing, boy?
I've been touching them a little bit.
Touching a little bit.
Yeah, I gotta touch it. Gotta touch
for the girl.
You gotta touch it a little bit.
Well, you looking good, man. Welcome to the city, man. I see the better place because you're here, man.
Yeah.
Well, man.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get him on the podcast since 1962, y'all. I've been trying to get this boy on the podcast. I finally had to pay him, you know what I mean, to come on the podcast. I'll pay him a little later. I'll be happy to pay you on Tuesday.
Check gonna clear, though. I know it's gonna clear. We don't count it till it clear.
I know that we don't count it till it clear. Whatever you do, we don't count it till it clear. That's the motto. That's the motto. We don't count it till it clear. Man, thank you, man. Me and Joe go way back. Like I said, man, I'm happy to have you in the building, man. Thank God for you. Congratulations, man, to your new baby.
Yeah.
New baby
She'll
girl.
be 18 months old next week.
Yeah, 18 months old. She the boss. She the boss.
Yeah, she running around now.
I know that's right. Hey, she running through your legs. You tired now. You know what I'm saying? Somebody come get this baby. Hey, she making you work.
Handful.
Yeah, handful, man. But thank you, man. For the audience that don't know you, man, just want you to tell us a little bit about yourself, man, where you grew up, your family, your siblings, anything you want to talk before we get started, man.
Yeah, I'm fifth generation East Side.
East Side,
So,
out east, Joe. You got to tighten up.
I'm from out east,
man. You've been gone too long.
Fifth
Out
generation out east. Both sides of my family. Mom from out east, and dad from out east.
Shout out to mom and dad.
Grandmama from out east.
Shout out to grandma.
Granddad out east on both sides. Great grandmama, great guy. We go all the way back to the early 1800s.
Wow.
Maybe late 1700s.
Wow.
So originally the Chappelle side of the family owned all the property over there by the Prime Osborne Convention Center. Yeah. Until the Great Fire.
The Great Fire
occurred on Beaver Street.
No doubt.
And all of the records were burned.
All the records burned.
County.
Yeah. And the property moved with the records.
All the property moved with the records back then. So my grandfather had, his dad had like 3 or 4 brothers. And one of them was Patrick Chappelle. He was the first guy to do the video and the kind of like a Chitlin circuit type thing that was going on down in La Villa, and
that's where the Chitlin circuit came through, Jackson.
Yeah, so Vaudeville, I think that's what they called it then, Vaudeville, something like that. Yeah. So that's the background. Born and raised out east, moved up to New York, and moved back to Jacksonville, then went to Atlanta.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I remember what year that was. I remember you came back to Jacksonville. I think we were coming back to Jacksonville around the same time.
99? 98?
98,
98, 99, yeah.
Yeah, man. Tell me about your brothers, man. You got to talk about your brothers. You got to give them a shout out, man. You got to talk about your brothers, man.
My 2 brothers?
Yeah, man. You got to talk about them boys, man.
Yeah, I got 2 brothers. One
they're going to be mad they see this podcast. You didn't give them no shout out.
One just, well, first of all, we're all in business together. So my brothers are in the corporate finance arena with me. They have been for probably the last 10, 12 years. My younger brother, the middle brother, he just graduated law school, passed the bar in one state, and he's taken the bar in another state.
Shout out.
And then my youngest brother, he's still in the corporate finance arena as well. And then he has a personal training thing that he's doing.
Wow.
So we're actually looking for a facility for him and take that to the next level.
Wow. I'm talking about physical. Where?
Oh yeah. He done dropped off about 40 pounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I gotta see that boy.
He really got curls.
He's feeling himself. He got
he got his abs back.
He got his abs
Can't
back.
tell
I got to holler at him.
nothing.
You
get
doing
them abs. When you get them abs back, I'm trying to get mine. I just told her she's gonna be able to tell me nothing about two more months. It's a wrap. I'm bad.
I'm trying to get by. And I'm right behind y'all, man. Listen, man, mom and pops, man. Tell us about mom and pops, man.
Mom and pops, both of them retired. Mom is retired. Master social work. She's retired. She ran Head Starts up in New York.
Yeah.
Dad is retired, law enforcement.
Yeah.
That was the way that I was supposed to go when I got up there. I went and sat for the test and scored in the high percentile at John Jay College and all. No, this ain't.
Well, you're finna be 5-0?
No, actually PO, parole officer.
Okay.
You know, I'm running up in people's houses up in Harlem.
Same thing.
Taking them back. No, man, no. If you did something, you got out, I'm happy for you. I ain't taking you back.
I ain't taking it back. Just be here when I come and check on you.
Yeah,
come check on you. And little money, whatever little money you got to pay that money.
Yeah,
pay that money, man.
That's all. They offered a nice little package and everything. I was like, I think I'm just gonna go ahead on and go to Wall Street for $200 a week.
Yeah, no doubt.
So that's what I ended up doing. Instead of taking that salary, I went to Wall Street.
Yeah, because your mom
and smiling.
Yeah, because your mom and dad, they went up to New York, right? Pretty they were up.
Between my freshman and sophomore year in college.
Okay.
So that New York actually became home at that time.
Yeah. Cause mom and pop, boy, they've been together since
54 years.
54 years. Shout out to mom and pop.
Well, they've been married 54 years.
54 years. Isn't that something?
Yeah, they've been married 54 years.
Wow.
They've been together 56 years.
Okay.
So I like to say I grew up with my parents.
Okay, no doubt. And your kids are your own. Tell me about your kids are your own, man.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boys and 3 girls.
5 boys and 3 girls. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Got an 8.
They all well fed.
They all well fed, grown.
They well fed. Little Joe runs runs the restaurant. My daughter, she does. She's working from home doing some technical stuff with a few companies. The baby, he's 6'9", going to 6'10".
6'9".
Plays at Georgia State now.
Yeah. Shout out.
His first year at Georgia State.
We coming to see him. We coming to see him play this year.
Yeah. So my other daughter, she just enrolled at Kennesaw State.
Okay.
So we're gonna see whether she want to stay there.
Yeah.
Or transfer. Kennesaw State becoming like a HBCU now.
Low key.
Yeah, low key. There's so much going on.
We everywhere, man.
But she's enjoying it so far. She's been in there for a week.
Yeah.
And all the kids.
That's good, man. That's good, man. Yeah, man, it's good, man. Raising kids, man. That's work. That's work, man. So
they got their own free will.
They got their own free will. So I'm grateful, man. Matter of fact, my youngest son turned 21 today, man. Today is birthday. Shout out to Zion Williams, Big Z. Shout out to Big Z.
21.
Yeah, man. He had down in Tallahassee to see some of his partners there, man. But yeah, man, thank you for that, man, for that introduction, man. And you know what the show is, man. It's purpose over pain.
Mm-hmm.
As I always tell any individual that come on, man, listen. If when you hear that phrase, purpose over pain, what does that mean to you, big homie?
Your walk.
Your walk.
That's what it. That's what I think it is. How you walking? How are you? Are you walking by faith? Are you allowing the pain of the everyday struggle stop you from your purpose?
Yeah.
So you have to put the purpose over.
Put the purpose over pain. Yeah. Praise God for that.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you for that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
man.
Sir.
I love having different guests on, man, and just hearing their perspective. You know what I mean? Purpose over pain, because it means a lot.
Right.
You know what I mean? We know what it is. We know what it's supposed to be. We know that no matter what we go through, I believe that God sent us to this earth, man, with a purpose, but on that purpose, I think every purpose is pain built into it automatically.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about your life, man, and where you come from, God allowed you to see a lot of things. Does anything jump out to you as far as some most painful moments in your life that you can share? And it could be a combination of things. I'm just saying, what's your first? Because a lot of times when we young, man, we don't really know what pain is, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when we young, we just going through. I mean, until we
Mm-hmm.
start getting older, then we start getting involved with people. We start getting involved with situations, and then we bump into that painful moment. You know what I mean?
I think my personality, I have a competitive spirit.
Yeah.
So pain for me is a learning
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily look at it as a pain. I look at it as a learning situation, and I'm going to win.
Yeah, and I'm going to win.
Yeah, so that's how I look at it. So any setback, any quote unquote failure, I have plenty of them.
Yeah, plenty of them.
So anything like that, I just take it as a learning situation, and then I go from there.
Yeah.
So
that's a good way to look at it, because really you look at it as a opportunity more so than a painful moment. And I'm pretty much I'm the same way. But for the conversation, for the people who say they've been hurt, they've been and all of us been disappointed. We handle it in different ways. But what people think that our pain. We've learned because of our personality, because of whatever God placed inside of us. We don't really see it as something that I can't get past.
No, I could be victimized without being a victim.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So I could be victimized and not adhere to the victimology, psychology of it.
Yeah.
And as my grandmama would say, stay and waddle in it.
Yeah, staying and waddling in it.
I ain't get ready to waddle in it. You know what I'm saying? I make a couple of little splashes.
Yeah.
We moving on.
Yeah.
So that's how that goes. And I can go down a list of things that probably could have broke somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that ain't for me.
Yeah. So with those list of things, are there anything just for the sake of the conversation? Is there anything that jumps out at you that was a little bit more challenging to get past than other things that it was challenging? I know you moved. I know you moved around. You was I know. Me, I know your life. They don't know your life. You know what I mean? So,
moving around, finding your purpose.
Finding your purpose, man.
And going through life, what I'm saying? I flunked out of college a couple of times.
You
know what I'm saying? And it wasn't from I wasn't smart. It's just that I wasn't taking care of my business, And sometimes you have to break down and take care of your business. Man, I don't feel like going to no class. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, you know what I'm saying? I remember the first time Dr. Sandra Rackley, God bless her, she said, I'm going to give you a chance because I know your mom and dad ain't seen you up here.
Yeah.
And I know
you're playing around.
Yeah, you got plenty of sense.
Yeah, mom ain't seen you up here for that.
All right. So I had 4 courses that semester to prove to her that I was worthy. And I had an 8 o'clock class that semester. I ain't make it.
Yeah, she was right.
I ain't make it. So my grades that semester was 3 B's and an F for too many classes missed on the first class.
Wow.
Right? I had a good grade, but I missed too many classes.
So this in your try season, this her trying you, giving you an opportunity.
She tried me. Like, okay.
All right.
So I go back to see her. She's like, oh yeah, you really tried me. You got 3 B's in college. Oh no. You could do the work. You just say, think you just gonna do what you want to do. So you up out of here. So of course I didn't waddle in that. Because I'm the first from the family to go to a PWI.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm going off to the big PWI from out east. 4th, 5th generation out east.
You got that on your shoulder?
Yeah, I got all of that on my shoulders. You're gonna go be a lawyer. You're gonna go be a doctor. No, man, I just go to class and I'm around these girls.
Yeah. Look for one in life.
So I come back home.
Yeah.
With all that embarrassment. So what I do, I take that opportunity. I go to the JUCO. I say, you know what? I'm going to walk on the basketball team. Man, you can't just walk on somebody's basketball team. Man, watch me. So I walked on the basketball team, made the basketball team at the JUCO.
Yeah.
So I just took that situation.
And flipped
it right on into what I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
And played 1 year at the JUCO. I was only like 6 or 8 hours away from getting my AA degree. That's just how many classes I had taken at the PWI. And I graduated with my AA degree and still had another year eligibility to play ball. And I had a decision to make, whether I wanted to go back to the PWI and kick mud like, I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah, I'm back. Here I go. Here I go.
I'm back. Y'all looking for me?
Y'all looking for me?
or I could have stayed and played with my teammates. So I went ahead and went back.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this: so when you came home after flunking out, you came home. Man, how was moms and pop, man, when you came home?
Giving me the side eye.
They were saying they're giving you the side eye.
What you gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? Since you got it all figured out.
You got it figured. With your smart self.
With your smart self, what you gonna do now? I'm gonna do something, and then that's I still have plenty of ball left in me.
Yeah.
So I can still go. I can still go to the left. I'm gonna go out here and walk on.
Yeah.
And I took that walk. I have that walk on mentality.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It wasn't a scholarship that was given to me. I had to go work for it. So that walk on mentality has translated in things that I've done in my life. I still have that walk on. I still got that walk on chip on my shoulder.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Because not only am I going to get back in school, I'm going to do something that y'all think I can't do. I'm walking on this team.
Right. I'm going to make the team.
They're going to wipe out me not making the school. I'm just going to wipe that out.
Bet they ask me what my shoe size is going to be. Bet they're going to ask me what my shoe size. Give me about 3 weeks.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you get your AA.
Got my AA.
AA. What? After that, what?
Got my BA.
Got your BA.
Yeah. BA. But I know we teach education is important. But I'm not a person that feel like I could ever be graded.
Yeah.
So, I'll get the degree, but I'm not doing anything. I mean, I got a literature degree.
Okay.
I mean, other than writing a book, I write a book. I might go speak to some kids or something at the college or what have you. But that translates into business. I was all about doing business. My grandfather had a gas station right over across the street.
Yeah. Mr. Stubbs, one time.
Gas station across the street.
Yeah.
So I grew up around entrepreneurial spirits, and I just never wanted to actually answer to somebody. I want my kids to be able to say, "Hey, we want to go such and such." Okay, well, let's go.
Yeah. So let me ask you. So in our process of going to school, in our process of because obviously when you come from where we come from, man, and we go out and do stuff. I remember being young. Going to become a merchant seaman, being in more contact with people that were, that wasn't a part of our surroundings, and learning stuff along the way. Right? And then not only interacting with them, but seeing how folks treat us, right? Young black men, just young people, period, people from, different areas and backgrounds from them, you know what I mean? And learning from that. And then now, you being faced with stuff you may have heard, right? Other people talk about, but now you grown because you trying to do it, and now you faced with them same challenges, right? So, in those experiences that you've had, were there times where you had to, be confronted with like, I got to make how these individuals are here?
Yeah. I like to say I was AI before AI. I was Google before Google.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason I can say that is because every person that I interact with, I pull something from them.
Yeah, no doubt.
I learn.
We always learn. No doubt.
I'm a sponge. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's their mannerisms, how they talk, whoever it is, it could be somebody sweeping floors. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what station they're in life. I always call that transition anyway, right? So. Based on that gives me the gumption to be the wherewithal and the gumption to do things that are kind of like off the beaten path a little bit.
Yeah, that's different.
That's a little different. Not scared to jump out there.
Yeah.
What's the worst that can happen?
No doubt. And when you have that perspective, it's kind of hard to because I believe the more we learn. The more we have that type of personality where, this thing I made, because, that doesn't mean we haven't been disappointed. Doesn't mean that some stuff that we wanted to happen, it may not have scarred us a bit. But I think the the advantage that we have is being able to see stuff saying I could take something from this.
Mm-hmm.
It hurt me.
Mm-hmm.
It disappointed me.
Yeah.
But I can use this to build on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can use this I could turn this into something else.
Every time.
Every time. And I thank God. I don't know where that come from. Well, I know where it come from God, but it wasn't anything that I believe. I know it wasn't like taught to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nobody ain't tell me that's how it's supposed to. It's just how it was. And I took the opportunity to just learn from every terrible situation. Mm-hmm. And so now New York. So you get you have this degree before you moved to New York?
No. I get a degree later.
Okay, get it.
Yeah, I was trying to get to the money.
Yeah. So tell me about New York a little. I know you moved away, went to New York.
Went to New York,
and you were trying to find yourself.
I was trying to do some things, and I kept. We lived in Staten Island.
Yeah,
and I would see the towers across the way. And I was like, man, that's a whole playground over there. I need to get over there. So I'm looking through the newspaper, and it's a cold call position, $200 a week.
Yeah. So when you looked over there, what did that represent to you? It represent being more opportunity, success. What did that seeing that motivated you to get over that caused you to want to get over there? What was that?
It was like a spiritual type awakening type thing.
It was a pull.
Yeah, it's if you want the money, you got to go where the money.
Got to go over there.
So let me go over here and figure out some stuff.
Yeah.
So I go over there and get this game. You know, so I get over there and already, walk chin up. Anyway, because I'm from out east.
You from out east?
I'm from out east.
So we cover the territory
wherever we go.
Yeah, wherever we
go.
What
I'm saying? So I just happen to be with the big city boys, but I'm from out east.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's what understand.
I'm from out east, but I'm from around here.
I'm from around here. Understand that. So I get over there and I'm like, oh, well, these dudes ain't smart at all.
It's been overrated.
I got this. That's what we do. So and I don't drink coffee. I don't smoke cigarettes. So when I get in, they taking breaks. I ain't taking breaks. I ain't got no break. I ain't what I'm going. I ain't ready to smoke no cigarette. Y'all go. I'm in here. So while they breaking, I'm working.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And while they out of the office breaking and all of that, I'm talking to the guys who have the office, not in the boardroom, but the guys who have the office. And once again, I'm pulling information.
So you cold calling?
Sponge. Yeah, I'm cold calling. But I'm a sponge. I'm pulling all types of information. What you do this? Man, this dude is inquisitive. He just asks questions. What is it? What is he doing? Is he the feds or something? Why he always asking these questions now? Because I'm categorizing and cataloging everything you tell me.
Yeah, and then because really what you're doing really, even though once again we saying that there's no real situations that we look at as being painful as the general population may see pain, right? But really what you were actually doing, you was living in your pain, right? You was living in your pain like, okay, then, hey, my present situation is not what I want, right? I'm living in my pain, but I'm moving. I'm moving because I'm trying to get up out of here.
Yeah. I done moved in mom and dad basement and cut a hole in the wall so I can get some heat and air down there. Rock was my bed and you know what I'm saying?
Rock was your bread and brick was your pillow.
Brick was my pillow. I'm down there, you know what I'm saying? That was my,
Yeah, that's your pain right there.
But I could have went upstairs and been in the room, but I didn't want that.
You didn't want that.
No, because I'm grown now and I moved back in mom. I don't want to be no burden.
I don't be no burden.
You know
and see, that's painful within itself.
Right.
Thinking that you're that you are a burden to somebody.
Yeah, I don't want to.
So that can be painful.
No, I want to bring, I want to be an asset.
Yeah, I want to bring something to the table.
Yeah, so I'm going to be down here quietly studying. I flunked the test the first time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? By 2 points. Then went around and then second guessed myself, then changed all kind of questions, all kind of answers. I probably changed about 2 dozen answers. Yeah. And so I went and talked to my mentor. He's like, yeah, that's probably why you flunked it. You were right the first time.
So let me ask you, what was the track time? What was the commute time from where you were? Because I want to set it up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What was it in the winter during this time?
During the winter.
Okay, so the track time from where you live to where you had to go. How much time that? Because people sometimes they just see they see the and we'll talk about we'll talk about your new book. Yeah. But a lot of times people see where you at and they don't really see man, I had to go through some stuff.
Yeah,
this ain't just happened.
Yeah, we lived in New Brighton up on the hill.
Yeah.
So when it snowed, if the cabs couldn't come get you to take you down to the ferry, then you had to put your Tom and Jerry down.
Put Tom and Jerry.
And get there.
And get there.
You know what I mean? So
Subway, bus, however you got to get there.
So we, sometimes I would walk all the way down to Richmond Terrace just to catch the bus, take the bus down to the ferry, jump on the ferry, 20-minute ride. If I get the ferry on time.
If you get ferry.
Because they going, when that ship gone, it's gone.
So no matter what, you're looking at about an hour or more.
45 minutes.
Okay.
45 minutes to an hour every day. Until, I started making some money. Then now I got a truck. Now I got a truck.
Now.
Yeah, I got a truck now. So now I ride, back then, this before 911, we were able to drive onto the boats and we had a car ferry. So we ride on over there and then I'm in South downtown Manhattan.
Wow. So you do your cold calling. How long you cold call for?
About a good year and a half. I changed the timeline in the book, but about a good year and a half. A good year and a half.
So I can imagine, man, being because you was working at a Wall Street firm, working at Wall Street firm. So I can imagine being there, and I don't have to ask this, but I know it wasn't a whole lot of black folks there.
No, I was a spook that sat next to the door.
Yeah,
there was one other guy in there. He had an office. He was in the office. He wasn't in the boardroom with with the grunts. You know what I mean? You're doing that grunt work, and that was it.
That was it.
I think after I did not pass the test the first time, they brought on somebody else that looked like me.
Yeah,
that's right. For the most part, I was the only guy.
At first, they were like, "Are you the one?" After you failed that test, or should we look for another?
We got to find another.
Are you the one, or should we look for the?
He was kind of he wasn't as resolute as I am.
Yeah. And then one of the things, as you were talking about being there, I can imagine, even though we come from where we come from, we out east, we got a different swag, you know what I mean? But being out east, it doesn't make us blind to really noticing our surroundings.
Correct.
You know what I mean? When you out east, you got to know your surroundings. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that I'm in the water with sharks. I can't be here. That's for being out east. And so you being at this firm, only black guy at this firm, I can imagine that there were times where you felt like, man, look here, boy, did I make the right decision to come here?
Well, I mean, at times I think that they felt intimidated.
Yeah.
I was a little too too forthright.
Yeah.
I got this.
You capping and everything.
I got a little southern twang going on, but I've been up here enough that where they can't really catch what where is he from? Is he from down south?
Yeah, where he from?
You don't know. He's just got a mix going on.
Yeah, he's different now.
Yeah, a little different, and then I got this little. I'm speaking in my inside voice, and the next thing they know, it's a check the next day. Like, what did you do? What did you say? Go back, record. Let's go back and listen to
all this conversation.
He got 2 checks.
He got 2 checks this week.
3 checks. What's going on? He keep How does he keep closing these people? We don't even hear him yelling and screaming in the phone.
Yeah.
So back then it's yelling and screaming.
That's right.
It's boiler room
type,
baby. Yeah, it's boiler room type stuff going on. This quiet, laid back dude.
Yeah, black guy.
Black, dressed nice.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Nice. Yeah.
And
got your wing tips on.
Got my wing tips on.
You ain't on Tim's no more. You got wing tips.
My wing tips. And like he just keep closing people, man. What's going on? What is he saying?
Yeah.
And all I'm doing is pushing greed buttons and getting to know the person that I'm on the phone with.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yep.
And learning from them as well.
Learning from them as well. Having full conversations.
Yeah, no doubt.
Not just selling them.
Yeah, not that. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they're being sold.
Yeah.
But they're having an actual conversation.
Yeah, no doubt.
And you feel better about writing the check.
Yeah.
Because you actually had a conversation.
Yeah, the conversation.
He wasn't sold.
Yeah, you feel like he writing to his family now.
Right.
Yeah. So you go on, you pass the test.
Pass the test.
You're broken now.
I'm a broker now.
Yeah.
Starting to see a little bit of money.
See a little money. So
you know what I'm saying?
Seeing a little money, see a whole lot of other stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of
other stuff comes out of trappings.
A lot of trappings that come with that.
You can afford a lot of sin. You can afford a lot of stuff now.
Yeah. So money just make you more who you already are.
Yeah, man, that's right.
So I was never that guy that was too out there. You know what I mean? So it didn't affect me as it may have affected others.
Yeah. So you passed the test, man. Because you stayed after past test. How long did you stay in New York after that?
Another 4 years.
Another 4 years.
Yeah, 4 years.
Okay.
Stayed on.
Learning the business, working on your craft.
Business. building the trust at the firm that I was at. They needed somebody to be a supervisor, so I took the supervisory test, passed that.
Yeah.
Then eventually, I when I moved to Atlanta, I ended up taking the futures exam. So
Okay.
I have futures license as well.
Okay.
So you know, sell orange juice and
that's right.
And you know, wheat.
You said wheat, all of that. Yeah. Hey, what your business do? We all inclusive.
All inclusive.
We all inclusive. Listen, we're gonna take a break real quick. This is Purpose Over Pain podcast. We'll be back in a minute. Hey, this Purpose Over Pain podcast, once again, we want to thank every one of you all for subscribing, for liking. Make sure you all continue to go to our YouTube page. Also go to Purpose Over Pain Pod as well. Also go to Spotify. We're on Spotify as well. Go to all of those places. Make sure you like and subscribe. Listen, I got my partner in the building. This is his new book, The Life and Times of the Real Billy Ray Valentine's by Joseph Gresham Chappelle. Make sure you all go and support him. It's a good book. It talks about his life at Wall Street in New York, and make sure y'all go and get it. Also, make sure y'all go by and grab y'all a copy of Blessed 2 Amazon. And we also have another book that we've been talking about every podcast as well. It's Hannah's Secrets in Savannah by Sharon Griffin Rogers. Make sure you all go. We like supporting those who are doing good business, and we thank God, because without you, we won't be able to do what we're doing. And remember that this podcast is brought to you by another clothing brand. Look forward to us on social media, and we thank God for you. We back in the building, Purpose Over Pain podcast, back in the building with Joe Chappelle. We thank you, man. But listen, you was talking about we move forward. You've been in New York 4 years after you got your licenses.
Yeah.
Were there times, man, that when you became a real broker, did you see more brothers coming in the door? Were you instrumental?
Eventually we started to see more brothers that came in. And the thing about it is it's a performance-based business.
Yeah, no doubt.
So once you get past the initial shock of nobody really looks like you, if you perform, you will be compensated.
Yeah, no doubt.
So that's really, it's sales.
Yeah. So,
at the end of the day, the higher ups, the only thing they care about is, that balance. They want to see that balance. What's going on?
That's right.
He closing?
Yeah, he closing. How close is he?
Yeah, I don't care if he was yellow.
Yeah.
He could be green for all I care.
Yeah.
He's doing something to our bottom line.
Yeah.
So
he's a rainmaker.
Yeah, he's a rainmaker. So that's pretty much your saving grace. So the race thing is exacerbated when you're not talented.
When you're not talented. When you bring no money.
When you're not bringing them.
You're bringing no money. Bottom line.
Yeah. So it's according to how your personality is, how you look at it. Like, oh man, they all know because of the because I'm black. No, because you ain't performing.
You ain't performing.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. You ain't bringing in no money,
you
but
ain't bringing the money in. Right?
So were there any black guys that came into the firm that you were able to see things in them that that you may have saw in yourself, but the only difference is they weren't from out east.
They weren't from out east.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so did you see them? Because a lot of times, man, because pain can be it could be indirectly. You know what I mean? Or
Mm-hmm.
it can hit you directly.
Mm-hmm.
Indirectly is seeing individuals that come from where you come from, but they have not gotten the learning or the teaching or the game that you got, right? And then you see them come in and you see them making moves that ain't gonna be good for them. You know what I mean? And then you trying to give them your game, they won't listen, and that becomes painful for you because you see the stuff that they going through, they really ain't got to go through. Right? Were you able to see that?
Yeah, I've seen that. I actually was able to take a few guys with me when I transferred from one firm to another firm.
Yeah.
But you have to realize that everybody that you pour into,
that's right.
You can make deposits. That doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be able to make what
That's right. That's right. I tell people all the time, man, the Bible tells us you're going to reap where you sow, but that don't mean that you're going to reap where you sow.
Correct. You're gonna reap what you sow.
Yeah, but that don't mean you're gonna reap where you sow. Yeah, that
So
don't,
yeah,
you know what I mean? So you can pour into people. Like my dad used to say, man, the more I talk to y'all, the dumber I get.
Yeah, so
right?
I mean that's what happens.
Yeah. And then like I said, and that becomes a burden that becomes painful, for I believe us, especially when you care about people.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
now, if you don't care about people, then you don't care. Like, okay, you ain't cut the mustard, whatever. But when you see that, man, golly, boy, they just make a little adjustment, they'll be all right.
Yeah. So but you don't want to come off too self-righteous.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
it's two-edged sword now.
But once again, if you've went through all of these different failures and pain, you can kind of bridge the gap and like, yo, this is the way we need to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Without trying to be too, haughty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But sometimes, no matter whatever our intent is, people always see things the way that they want to see.
Oh yeah. And so what I'm gonna fast forward a little bit, because as you're talking, this situation jumped out at me. Fast forward, you move, you come out to Jacksonville.
Yes, sir.
We link up.
Yes, sir.
I was trying to decide whether I was gonna stay here, go to Atlanta. You had just came here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you introduced me to the financial world,
Mm-hmm.
financial business. God blow on it, take us for there.
Mm-hmm.
So it brings me back to when I remember when we were trying to we were interviewing guys that was working for Merrill Lynch. I don't know if you remember,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to convince them that they need to come over and bring their books over to Premier.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
And them not understanding that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That like they see some young brothers, we in our early 30s, really, right?
30s.
Early 30s, they see some young brothers. They've been in the game for what, 40, 20 years, 30 years,
20
whatever.
plus years.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
20 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
And then they see some young brothers that really, that they can help bring across the field, but them wanting us to go to the long route,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because they ain't want no young brothers not having to go through the struggle that they went through.
Correct.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so instead of them coming on board saying, okay, then, hey, we got 20 years. Y'all, we see what y'all doing. Y'all capitalized for 30 million shares of stock.
They gatekeep it.
They gatekeep, man. So for me, I don't know about for you, that's one of those moments where, that, you see brothers who, that's older than us, look like us, we thinking that they're going to help.
Mm-hmm.
But then really they don't even see the picture. You know what I mean?
No.
So that, to me, that's a painful moment as well. But them, more so for them than for us. You know what I mean?
Right.
How did that stuff make you feel? Though?
It was it's difficult, because sometimes people are jaded in their views, and that's understandable.
Yeah.
They have their own experiences in their own life. They have their own trials and tribulations that they've done, and I'm coming from New York. Back, although I'm from here, I'm coming back to New York.
Still in New York.
This dude,
He's still a New Yorker.
He's still
slicker. He's a New Yorker. He's a New Yorker. Ain't he from out here?
Yeah, he talking fast, man. That dude talk too fast for me. Well, how you talking fast? You listening slow. That's what that
slow,
is.
man.
That's what it is.
This from my cold calling days. I had to get out what I had to say real fast. Well, it happened 2 minutes.
Listen to that reggae music, man. I can't understand it. You're not listening. You have to listen close. He's speaking English. It ain't all patois. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to listen. But it was kind of painful. People have that jaded view because I came back with the business of money. There's a business side to money.
Yeah.
How you can take that money and continue to double it, quadruple it, or what have you. And then there's a psychology to selling.
Yeah.
So I came back with the knowledge of business of money and the psychology of selling, and bring those two together. That's something that I wanted to share with you, and I shared with Tony Willis. And, what I'm saying?
Shout out to Q.
And we got our firm together, and the goals that were set at the black firm up in New York that we didn't achieve, we achieved down here in Jackson.
To God be the glory. Yeah.
We was able to achieve that.
Yeah, man. And just to see, folks responding, how we respond to, as African Americans, to each other when it comes to business. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because we assume that what we have in common, we got something to springboard from there. You know what I mean? But once you start doing business with them, you start seeing like these guys, they were used to, they were comfortable with having the bull on their card.
Right. That's what
Right.
it was. Yeah.
Then having the lion on their card. They wanted the bull on their card.
The bull on their
They didn't want the lion on their card.
Yeah, they had that machine behind
Yeah,
them.
that machine behind them.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
you know.
And I remember when they came, they wanted us to raise the money, raise our own money for the to build a stadium, a soccer stadium.
No.
See, I'm taking you back then.
No, yeah.
You thought I forgot about all
Yeah,
that then.
yeah, we ain't doing that.
Yeah. And so, man, and that was become, they could become painful moments if you allow them to become painful moments, man. But I thank God that you were resilient and and knowing what you wanted to do.
Yeah, it was a vision that we had. So we had an Office of Supervisory Jurisdiction, an OSJ, in broker's terms. So that means that we were affiliated with a larger broker dealer, but we basically were our own entity.
Yeah.
Right?
Like a franchise.
Yeah, it was like a franchise. So we had our own tickets, we bought our own shares, we had a clearinghouse that we went through and all of that. So we had a book just like they had books, but we didn't have the machine behind it.
Yeah.
So eventually we ended up remember we linked up with Bank of America through Maynard Jackson. Maynard Jackson had a security firm up in Atlanta, and they needed a minority partner to go with the JEA bond deal that they had, big JEA bond deal. Probably still getting some of that, for all we know. So we ended up being, a partner on that, and that kind of, pushed us forward into who are these guys? They are really legit. Yeah. They're legit for real. They're licensed and everything. They're legit. Oh, okay. So they're not just some guys just set up shop and said that this is what they want.
This ain't no mom and pop shop.
No,
let me switch gears just a little bit in that process, man, of being like young, trying to build your brand, so to speak, with the family, right? Were there relationships, man, on the road to trying to build that brand? Were there relationships that may have been compromised because of misunderstandings, because you're working too hard, you know what I'm saying, and I can't do this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Were there relationships that, because sometimes, trying to build your brand, it may come at a cost of your kids, you know what I'm saying? Relationships that you have with people, man, that they don't really understand. You know what I mean? So did you find yourself going through that?
Yeah, you just like in track. Yeah. They tell you to run your own race.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have a competitor. There's somebody over there in that next lane, but you're running your own race. So if you focused on certain goals, you got the horse type blinders on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things you're not going to see that you probably should take a closer look at.
Yeah.
And, sometimes relationships do. They end up being what we call it, friendly fire or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So they end up being, things that fall to the wayside.
Yeah, no doubt.
But you still focus on, your goals, your purpose.
Yeah, no doubt.
So you would like to bring some people along with you, friends, family, what have you, but it don't work out like that all the time.
So in realizing those, and realizing that those, there are things that I could have done better, right? So I imagine that you added it to, okay, now I know. I'm older now.
Yeah.
This how I'm gonna move now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because this could have been better. You know what I mean? But so I realized that, so I'm moving a little.
Yeah, I'm moving a little different. I'm still learning.
You're still learning, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what pain do for you.
Yeah, I'm still learning. I'm still trying to, taper off my communication a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Speak. I speak 3 different languages, and sometimes my English gets a little. I got a little extra English going on. So, so I'm still learning how to, be a little bit more mindful of how I communicate.
Yeah, no doubt.
Knowing, because there's no telling how somebody might receive
no doubt.
the message that you get.
Yeah, no doubt.
So your intent sometimes outweighs how they feel about the message. Because you don't know what traumas, what trials and tribulations, what triggers them. You know, it may be certain words that you say that reminds them of something else that triggered them. You know, like so you have to be mindful of that. So
because our pain really, I believe, man, I believe our pain actually sets us up to do. When we don't allow it to do us in, let me say that. When we don't allow our pain to do us in, I believe it actually sets us up to be better.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And to and somewhat help the person that's coming behind us that we're trying to help, right? Not that they're not going to have their own painful moments, you know what I mean? Because we all are. But I'm saying our painful moments, if we've been trained, the scriptures say it was good that I was afflicted that I may learn, right? And so our painful moments, especially when we learn from them, right, then I believe it becomes the next person's safety net for them. Right. They'll fall. They might fall in another area, but because we've been wounded by this, you know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, you know, making not so good choices with your kids. Right. And then, you know what I mean? Then your kids have kids.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But now they see.
Yeah, they see. But you telling them though that I've been here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Check this out now. You know what I'm saying? Check this out now. Because I done been here, I'm trying to tell you. I ain't telling you because I'm trying to get on your nerve.
Right. So my two granddaughters came to see me last week.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're a little bit older than my daughter, which is their auntie. So that's their playmate. You know what I'm saying? But I can sit now, my son can kind of see, you know, exactly the nuances of being a father.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. And you know, like with all the accomplishments, the book, the magazine, the businesses, being the only company to ever go public in the state of Florida that has a black CEO, black CFO, you know, black secretary, black treasurer. With all of that, I still at this point don't think I've, you know, become the best version of myself.
Yeah, of course.
So that's what drives me to continue to try to be the best version of myself.
Of course, man. And just like you said, man, being like, man, just think about the things that we could have really taken advantage of. You know what I mean? Like being the first black publicly traded company,
right,
in Florida.
Yeah, and the only.
To this day. To this day.
Yeah.
That's an accomplishment. Yeah. We were in it and not really knowing like what we were like. We in it. When you hustling, you know what I'm saying? You trying to get out this quicksand. You ain't thinking about like y'all just made a milestone. Yeah. Y'all just, you know what I'm saying? And not knowing how to market that.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Because
next there'll be a 2,000. Yeah. We got to get it. The rent gonna be doing. We got to put some carpet in here, and you know what I'm saying? That's what we
Yeah,
so we you know, we busy being busy.
We busy being busy, man.
Right.
Also, and dealing with the pain of the reality of, like, you know, although there were people that we were trying to bring up to speed, they really didn't understand. You know, we ain't come from where our family was financially astute. They knew about this, they knew about that, and so now you got some young brothers who they know. You know what I'm saying? And they know our history, right? Because sometimes people use your history as a pretense not to do business with you.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Because they know your history. They know where you come from.
Familiarity breeds contempt.
And so they're like, man, I ain't them boy being slick. I ain't finna get them boy none of my money. Them boy, not really knowing that we were on we was on the cuffs of really doing something that could have been, and still can, but you know, that could have been beautiful. Like, bunch of people coming together, man, and doing some stuff. Like, they really don't understand. Like, and so I think for me, you know, those are, you know, versions of painful moments. Like not being able to take, the Bible say, redeem the time while it's day. Because no man can work while it's not. You know what I'm saying? While it's night, man. So just missing out on those opportunities that could have set a whole lot of people up more. You know what I'm saying? For me, that's a little painful. You know what I mean? Just knowing that the responsibility that's placed on you, you know, in doing that, man. So, you know, so and just hearing you talk, man, just hearing, you know, you talk about the, you know, us being public, man. Not even. I mean, I remember when we was trying to get the building on the avenue.
715 A Philip
Man,
Randolph.
we ain't have no money to get the building.
Nothing.
You know what I'm saying? We ride past the building.
Taking the sign, taking the for sale sign down. Took it and put it in the truck.
We don't to the, you know what I'm saying? We gonna, man, I think it was, what, a week later?
Yeah, about 2 weeks, maybe a week or two later.
We had the building.
And she gave us a price. And she's like,
It was
like, well, no, we can't get that. You know what I'm saying? But then she had a situation in Orlando where she needed to pay some contractors.
And that's something.
And that's what happened.
Ain't like, God good.
If y'all can give me this, y'all can go ahead on. You know what? Sold. Yeah.
We gonna get it.
We going down here to get it. Go down there to make it, get it. Go get it. Yeah. It went on down there.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just, you know, how it went, man. And then all the other properties, as we see that the city has, you know, taken over down that we had contracts on, where Mr. Howell mortuary was.
That's right.
Up in the front where Albert Street was, where all the houses across from the Pink House.
Yeah.
We had contracts on all of those properties.
Yeah.
On Grant Street, we had property contracts on.
That's right.
First right of refusal contracts.
First right of refusal.
So if you go back and you look at where the city has eminent domain or purchased those properties, you would probably find somewhere in there where they actually exceeded our price that we offered those residents.
That's right.
Probably by $5 or something.
Yeah.
Maybe gave them $1 more.
Yeah.
You know, just you know, $100.
And that's painful too, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To be able to be able to be in your neighborhood, man, and you see stuff that folks in the neighborhood don't see. You see it coming because we, you know, I remember us telling the people, hey man, they coming. The Super Bowl gonna come. Can you give us the?
This before the announcement.
This is before the announcement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We were warning them and to be able to see, you know, how other folks were able to come and say what we told them.
No, they was looking at us like Mario Van Peebles and Posse. You know what I'm saying? Remember he was trying to tell them the railroad coming through, you know what I'm saying? Come to find out the mayor was on the tape and all that. You know, so, you know, that's, you know, what's in it for y'all?
Yeah.
Well, we from out here. We
from out here. That's what's in it for us.
Fourth, fifth generation. What are you talking about? What's in it for us? You know, this is our stomping ground. This is home. This belonged to us.
Yeah,
know?
man.
So, you know, that's what was in it for us.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, we were way ahead of our time.
We were so far
about
ahead of our
years,
time, man.
About 30
yeah,
years
man.
ahead of our time.
Yeah, and seeing that and thinking about that, that's, you know, I mean, just, you know, like I said, it's not painful that it stops us from doing anything. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
It's just realizing, like, you know, what could have happened.
Yeah, what could happen with that? Yeah, but we pivot.
We pivot.
You know
God be the glory.
And been successful in other things. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
You know, but when we ride down this corridor, we knew what the vision of the corridor was supposed to be.
That's right.
And it's starting to come to fruition, but it was not. It's not on the fast track, and I think that was kind of alarming for people how fast we wanted things
to go at that time.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we were talking about the parking garage and the Starbucks. And like, out east? Yes, out east. The parking garage, the Starbucks, yes, out east. The BW3, yes, out east.
About all of that.
Yeah, we had the whole plan, architectural plans, and did the environmental survey on the old gas station.
That's
remember that?
That's
right. We're going to get the gas station for what, 400 or 600 or something like that. Pay for the, you know, all of that. So, you know, we were way ahead of our time.
Yeah.
And
trying
to do it the right way.
Trying to do it the right way. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And because that's a lot of times, man, even people before us, and I think about all the trailblazers. I think about all the people that, you know, made progress, right? They were before their time.
Way before they do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so could you imagine being way before your time and nobody understanding you, right? Then you got to go and then you got to live with that. You know what I mean? You got to live with like, God, man, nobody don't understand what I'm trying to say.
Just going to travel a little bit.
Yeah, but I'm going to go and lay down. I'm going to go and lay down. Yeah, man.
Relax some,
yeah, man.
You know, that's how that goes.
Yeah, man. But I'm grateful, though. I'm grateful, Joe, man. You know, as we talking, man, and like I say, folks gonna listen to the podcast. You know, we get great reviews, man, in terms of interaction. People just, you know, they talk about the podcast. So, man, if there's anyone that, you know, the Joe, you know what I mean, the Joe that you remember that was struggling, that was going through, didn't have what he has now, you know, and they're going through something. They don't know what they want to do. You know, they having problems. They ain't really got nobody to talk to. Man, if they were to call in, if this was a podcast where people can call in, what would you tell them? That person, man, that young Joe.
To stay focused, find your purpose. Don't allow your pain to override your purpose. You know, put your blinders on and run your race.
Run your race.
Run your race. You can't be concerned about what somebody else has and how long they've been doing it, or they did it quicker than you. And you can't. You got to run your race. You know what I mean? And that is the biggest lesson that I can give somebody. Run your own race.
Your race.
Be your own person and run your own race.
That's right.
You know, a lot of times, peer pressure. We call it peer pressure back in the day, but a lot of times, you know, you're so busy looking at what everybody else has.
Right.
You know, you coveting what somebody else has.
Right. That's one of the things we don't need to do.
Yeah, you coveting somebody else's accomplishment. It's not your time.
Not your time.
They did it in their time. So,
good.
you know, you got to figure out what your time is.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? So run your race, and then in your time, then that, you know, things will materialize for you.
Praise God, man. But I thank you for that. And also, before you leave, man, I want you to share any social media. I know people are going to be reaching out. They're going to want to talk to you, anything that you might want to share, anywhere that they can find you. We always want to support what you're doing. Like I said, man, y'all go out and grab this book. Also, man, tell us about, you got some magazines, man.
Yeah, I have some magazines that I give out to the customers. Business in Action. It's just a magazine that has all different types of marketing ideas, how to invest, different types of structures of corporate companies, how to get your business started, how to get the business financed, all that type of stuff. So, you know, you can come by the office or I can mail it out to you. But we do a lot. I do a lot in the corporate formation space. I hold myself out as a small business advocate. So I'm a registered agent in Florida and in Georgia for several companies, for several LLCs, for several C Corps, S Corps. You know, so you know, in the infancy of the business, that's where I come in, and I probably made a lot of successful businesses. You know, business owners. You know, just in their structuring in the correct way from out the gate. So,
and that means a lot.
Yeah, you know,
that means a lot because that's where they get us at. They get us at in our structure.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They say, "Well, you're doing a good job, but y'all ain't set up.
You ain't set up.
You're doing a good job." They pat you on the back. "Oh, he's doing a great job."
Yeah.
Or you go in there and say you want some money.
Right.
Like, well, wait, hold up. You're moving too fast. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got some stuff that's not set up properly. You don't have this. You don't have the right. You know what I mean? So this is beautiful, man. Tell them where you at in Atlanta, man.
I had a client call me. What was it? Thursday.
Yeah.
With some angst in his voice.
Yeah.
Like, Joe, man, I did everything you told me to do. I got my own address for the business. I got the website. I got the number to direct to the business, and the business ain't addressed at my house.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, I got the EIN number. I got the corporation.
Got the DUNS number.
He said I got the DUNS number. You know, I did everything you told me to do. Now what? Because I'm ready to go get this money.
I know that's right.
I said, come see me Monday.
Come see me. We'll
see me Monday. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But you did all that. He said, man, I did. I went down the checklist you gave me, man, and I did all of that. And I got my net 30-day accounts, and I'm doing everything on your list. I said, okay. I said, all right. So
because there is a list.
There's a list, man. There's a window.
Yeah, there's a window. Window opportunity. Hey, listen.
So y'all can reach me at a Luxury Tax Group on TikTok, Luxury Tax Group on Instagram, GQ's Barbecue on Instagram.
Yeah, we ain't even talk about the barbecue, man.
Barbecue.
You got a barbecue, man, in Atlanta, man. Atlanta. Man, tell them the barbecue spot, man, in Atlanta, where they can come.
Listed as Georgia's best barbecue the last 4 years, 4 out of the last 5 years. We're doing very well over there. The restaurant is on Gresham Road.
Gresham Road.
You can't forget it.
You can't forget it.
Because that's my last name. It's on Gresham Road.
They named it after him, y'all. They know he was coming.
We so vain out east, That's what we do out east.
They named it after him. They know he was coming.
Yeah, we from out east, so we so vain, We get up there, and that's what
God know he was going, man.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what. So the restaurant on Gresham Road, doing very well. 2 offices in Atlanta.
Tax offices as well.
Two offices in the corporate finance office in Atlanta. We do taxes as well. And we do insurance now.
Oh wow!
So so I just went and just slid into the insurance. I just slide right on into the insurance arena. So auto, home, life, and commercial insurance. So we're offering that through Country Financial. So we just continue to move forward, brother. That's all. They can have a bead on you. That don't necessarily mean they're gonna hit you though.
They're gonna hit you. Praise God for that. Hey, listen, I'm your host, HLW. This is Purpose Over Pain Podcast. Listen, we thank you all for tuning in. As I said, please go tell somebody about the podcast. Make sure that when the podcast come on, make sure you call somebody, tell somebody, forward the podcast, whatever you got to do, make it a success. Once again, we love you and thank you. Purpose Over Pain Podcast.
I was looking at the clock, I was waiting for my time. I had to get up and grind, nobody gon' hand it out.